Hey girl, you wanna come on in? Come on. Come on. All right, I'm coming beside you. I'm coming beside you. Good morning, Cog Squad. How you feeling this morning? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Got the eggs collected and it is another crisp, cool morning here on the farm. Whew. But hey, the sun's out and that makes all the difference in the world for me anyways. All right, we're gonna get Cheese's pool this morning. Whew.
All right, buddy, you want to come out? Come on. Come on. Right here. I don't think we want all your friends to come out. Just you. That's right. Turn that way. Go that way. Look, the gate's open. Walk this way. Come on. That boy. Look at there. It's the big wide world.
Look out, ladies. Look out, ladies. Look out. Look out. I'm gonna dump the pool now. I gotta dump Cheese's pool. Y'all look out. Y'all might catch a glimpse of a giant bird walking by. Brooke let Nugget out this morning and he's around here helping somewhere, I can tell you that. Let's put this right here so we can get it cleaned out. So I do want to tell y'all about my new strategic plan. Uh-oh. Y'all about saw me. I should have used the gate, huh? That'd have been too easy. But I want to tell you about my new strategic plan for the farm, especially since we got the new eggmobile. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I know you waiting on me. I know you waiting on me. All right, buddy. Here we go. Look out, girls. Just give me just a few minutes to get your poo filled up, okay? You'll be ready to roll. Yeah. All right, Cheese. I think that's good. I'm gonna go cut it off. All right, buddy, I got you fixed up. Got you fixed up. A little something interesting when it comes to the chickens is that every time I dump the pool out, they love going over there in that little muddy mess and digging around and looking for things. You can see them over there doing it right now. Every time I dump that pool out, they absolutely love it. All I can figure is it brings something up that they obviously like. Because, I mean, it happens every time.
Y'all, I came in here to feed Peaches, and I thought something was seriously wrong with her. I came over, and I saw a pink pig. My first thought was, what has she gotten into? And then I thought, well, maybe it's a reflection. I put my hand over, and I realized it is a reflection. There is a pink bucket on the other side of the stall, and it's reflecting on her. But when I first saw her standing here this morning, her whole entire front half was pink. And I thought she had made a dramatic, I thought Peaches had made a transformation into a pink pig. Goodness, girl, don't do that to us. Your nose is still a little pink. I think I'll move that bucket. Or maybe I won't. And I'll show Jason what you've done to yourself. That's a little too much blush. You are beautiful.
And y'all do know it is getting close to chick season. And I'm gonna tell y'all, Brooke is biting at the bit for chicks start to arrive at the feed stores. So I don't know about y'all, but we're in central Alabama, they're already starting to prepare for chick season. Our local feed store has already posted some things on social media asking, what type of chicks do you want this year? Our Tractor Supply is already getting their chick station set up. Y'all, I think Brooke could smell it. I mean, as soon as we walked in Tractor Supply one day this week, she was like, oh, they're getting a chick station ready. And I was like, how do you know this? I mean, I really do think she sensed it some kind of way. So, chick season is upon us, right, Holly? Reckon what kind of chicks Brooke's wanting? Reckon what she's wanting? Hold up. We got eggs. We got eggs we got to take. Yeah, eggs we got to take. We gotta get us some honey out here. Yep. I got us 1 dozen eggs in here. We are in stock. Honey. Can't forget the honey. Do not let me forget the honey. You hadn't seen me put that honey out here. Y'all say, Farmer Jason, don't forget that honey. Because I will forget. There is something that I do want to talk to you about, and that is over here in the garden area pertaining to the chickens. And that's this right here. You all know that we use our chickens to help with our garden plots and to help fertilize our garden areas, along with the other animals. But the chickens are the ones that do stay over here in the garden area for the most part, or pretty much all the time. We just move them around to fresh ground. And the way I've been doing that is really, it's not been systematic at all. There's been no strategic plan whatsoever when I move the chickens around. It's pretty much where I got a clear spot. And if you don't know what we do, well, we put our chickens out here in the garden area and we just move them around from spot to spot as they need to be basis. When we see it's time to be moved, we would move them. But now I just want to move it in some type of strategic order versus where the chickens are to where my next garden plot's going to be. Because yes, the chickens are going to fertilize this for me and all that kind of good stuff. But you really want to wait at least, I always say anywhere from 8 to 12 months before planting a garden in a spot where your chickens have been. Because if there's anything there, any type of parasite or anything there, you want it to compost in the ground and go away. You don't want to plant in fresh manure. That makes sense. I think that makes sense. I'm sure everybody realizes that. So we want to make sure all that bad stuff is gone and just only we're left with the good stuff. And this has always worked for me. We've never gotten sick or anything like that. So what I'm doing does work. I just want to plan better, that I'm not trying to move the chickens around the garden plot, or I can't move them there because of this. I want to have it all done. It just makes more sense and is way more practical. And it's not just the chickens as well. It's also where we like to put our animal manure such as the cows and the donkeys and the horses and the goats, and compost. This spot right here, we've been putting our animals manure in here and compost in here for over a year now. So this spot is ready to rest. I need to till this in. I probably need to tarp it and let it rest for about 8 months or so before I plant in here. All right, so I had we had a little interruption here. I know we had Nugget walking around, and I knew that's Roy, one of the nectar ninjas. He's the father of the crew. He was coming today, but I didn't recognize him in this white SUV. He always drives this work truck, but he's coming to check the bees. And we've had about, gosh, I put the eggs out there. They sold immediately. I don't know how many people we've had out there this morning, but at least 4 or 5 people out at the farm stand this morning. And I just thought Roy was another person coming to the farm stand. And it was him. And I didn't know Nugget was all the way up here, because I've been filming. I hadn't seen Nugget really walk around, but Nugget was here. And Nugget was headed out the gate, and Mr. Roy stopped and came in and kind of, corralled Nugget until the gate shut, and I had to come over here and get Nugget. And we actually put Nugget up until Mr. Roy gets done, and then if we're still out here, we'll let Nugget back out. But yeah, he's coming to check the bees today. Oh, had to interrupt that. I don't even know where my train of thought is. I'm going to have to go back and look at my film and see exactly what the last thing I talked about was when I was recording. Y'all, my camera still might even be recording over here because I stopped what I was doing and took off. Let's go look, Holly. Is our camera still going? Oh, goodness. And I did cut it off. You can see I left my camera right there, so I did cut it off. Good. I gotta go look back at my film and see what I was talking about. Our garden is right. See there? Now. I'm listening to where I was. Do their thing here. So this year, this right here, this spot right here, this is an old winter cover crop. You can see it's dying back. I actually got some radishes to harvest. And y'all look at the radishes that I got growing out here in this cover crop. This is one thing that we like to grow during the winter time, is because it does help with compacted soil, which we had a bad problem with here on our farm when we first got here. But we are definitely on the mend there, as you guys can see. But look at these radishes. Look at this one. Where'd it go? Look at this, is a big one. Look at here. Look at that radish right there. Now this isn't a tillage radish or a daikon. I need to go back and look. I cannot remember for the life of me what radish we planted out here. Look at my hand. Look at the size of that one. But look at that thing. Oh, that's a big one. That one's probably not worth eating, to be honest with you. I do need to tarp this and kill this back, because this will be our spring and summer garden right here. And I want this ready when it's time to plant, which will be in, oh goodness, probably sometime in late March. You can't have compacted soil and grow some big old radishes like this, I can tell you that. Let's see here. Man, it looks good. Great root systems too. Look at the root system on this green right here. Look at that. Look how big and long those roots are. This is a it's either a, I don't know, it's not collards. I don't know what kind of green. It may be mustard, because I plant a lot of mustard greens too. But look at the size of that root system. So what's next? Well, I'm thinking we're gonna garden this spot right here. Okay. Next will be my fall garden. Where am I going to plant my fall garden? Well, this is January. I really would like to plant it right there. And that's going to be right about on time. This is where the chickens were the last time before we moved them over here. So this will be my fall and winter garden. So we will start prepping this area for the fall and winter right here. And I officially get to do something in the shop. One of the main reasons that I wanted to build the shop. Well, y'all, it's time to take care of, well, I guess the orange stuff around here. Big orange and the screaming chicken. It's time for our regularly scheduled maintenance. So today I think I might just get big orange done. It just depends on how much time I got. But today we're going to, well, I got all the stuff here for both big orange and the screaming chicken. But got to do oil filter, air filter, fuel filter, and then check the rest of the fluids and all grease too as well. And y'all, this will be the first thing. Well, I have, done the tires and a little bit of stuff on SO. I was about to say this is going to be the first official mechanicking, wrenching in the shop, but I have been piddling around with SO, so I guess it's not the first, but it will be the official oil change in here, that's for sure. Hoo-wee, Holly, let's set this down so we don't get ourselves hurt on it, okay? And I must tell y'all, it's way warmer in here than it is outside because I'm getting all the wind blocked off of me. If it wasn't for the wind, it would have been a nice day today, honestly. Still beautiful outside, though. We'll take that sunshine. All right, Holly, we're going to do fuel filter first, oil first. What we going to do first, girl? All right, Big O is taken care of until the next service. And I must say, it was really nice doing this in the shop versus the ground, because that's where I have been doing it, on the ground. Well, Brooke, I got your tractor fixed up.
Got my tractor fixed up.
Got your oil changed, got your fuel filter put on, got it greased, and got your air filter blown out, and everything's checked out, so you're ready to go another 200-300.
Well, I want to put the bucket back on it because
Yeah.
it's still got the hay spear on it.
Right.
So as soon as we get done over here, that's what I
your
have
plan?
planned to do.
What you gonna bucket it? Nothing?
Well, I got to take garbage out to the road. I mean, there's multi-uses for a tractor. You don't just plow fields and cut grass and move
Yeah.
hay bales.
Oh, I understand
You
that.
got to take your garbage out to the road. I mean,
Use it as a ladder. I was telling everybody earlier that the chick season is fixing to be upon us. And do
yeah,
you
I mean,
have
we're talking about ice coming this weekend, but yet it's almost chick season.
Yeah.
So, what do you need to do?
I was wanting to know if you had anyone special in mind.
Well, I haven't ordered any, and I'm not gonna order
Right.
any. So it's just it's just kind of a wait and see, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, out of the ones that they that these feed stores get.
Mm-hmm.
What would I like to have?
Yeah.
I'd like to have some chocolate Orpingtons.
Yep.
That's up there at the top of my
Chocolate
list.
Orpingtons?
Now, Orpingtons are big chickens.
Is it Orpingtons or Orpingtons?
I don't know.
Okay.
They know what we're talking about. They're laughing if we're saying it wrong, but they know what we're talking about. And then some Brahmas.
And I'm fairly sure those are Brahmas because see the feather feet?
Yeah, she's a big girl.
Yep.
She's a light Brahma, I
Yep.
think.
I think so too.
She came with us from the old farm, if I'm not mistaken.
We actually got 2 of them too.
We do.
That
But,
one was right under there.
you know, I've learned that like the Pendanscata, I think is how you say it. Pendanscata they're a little wild. I mean, I wanted them for dark eggs, but when we moved these chickens to the new coop, some of them had some personalities that if we had to catch them and doctor them, it wouldn't be good. Not saying that the
all right.
Orpington and the
Usually the Orpingtons are
they're
extremely docile.
They're very docile,
Yeah.
but not saying they couldn't get a little
Right.
streak in them where they acted up too if I was trying to move them.
Right.
But I have my heart set on those, and I may not get them, but I guarantee you I'll substitute with something else. I love the lavenders, the lavender Orpingtons, and that's one of my reasons for wanting the chocolates.
Because you like the lavender so much.
I love the lavenders, and I like the lavenders because they're lavender.
Yeah.
But a chocolate chicken, to me, a dark brown chicken, you just don't see very often.
Right.
We used to have that little Bantam chocolate Orpington. Do you remember?
Yeah.
She was the prettiest little thing, and I think that's what I think of. I've also started doing something I shouldn't.
What?
I pick out breeds because of the way I like the way they look. Not so much the number of eggs that they lay. I got to have a good-looking group of girls. I mean, you thought when we first started getting chickens when we moved here that we should have all one kind, you know, all Rhode Island Reds. We know they're going to lay well. We know they're hardy, whatnot. I quickly changed that, and it's ever-changing because they need to be pretty. Rhode Island Reds are pretty.
They're pretty now.
But what if I had 68 Rhode Island Reds? It'd be kind of boring, wouldn't it?
I like them.
I like them too, but 10's enough.
Yeah.
And 10's enough, or 9's enough Anconas. Just some variety.
We got a variety.
I
now.
need to look around.
Look at the golden one dot right there.
I need to figure out what color I'm lacking. You know, last year I was lacking white eggs.
Yeah.
That's the reason I got the Anconas,
Anconas.
because they lay a white egg, and they're still, if they're laying it, may be one hen laying.
Yeah.
They're not quite old enough yet. But I was lacking white eggs. So now I'm not lacking really any color. I'm pretty satisfied with the array of egg colors. So we're moving on to the beauty. A Dominique is a beautiful chicken.
I love this. One of my favorites.
So
Always. That's why we got Ryan.
that's right.
Yeah.
Nothing's off the table as to, but it needs to pass that. What
Come
are
on
you
out.
talking about, girl?
Come on out.
Look at these girls laying down dust bathing.
Dust baby.
Come on.
Oh, jeez, it's getting it in.
Yeah, Jesus. Jesus, a happy boy. It's the sun shining and the grass ain't growing,
Thank goodness.
but the sun's shining.
Yep. I guess we'll just have to stay tuned for your
Well, that told me
Chick
I had
season.
permission to get all I want.
chick
So-
season is here.
This Valentine's, baby, chicks are on me. I'll get you all you want. How's that?
Oh,
I
I'll go
bring
get
you-
you some.
No,
I'll bring
I
you
don't want
some.
you picking them out. You'll get all them red chickens. I don't need any more red chickens.
Like her.
Yeah, we don't need any more like you. You're beautiful,
Oh, goodness.
but you got a lot that look like you. So
Yeah.
it's time to move on. Right?
That's right.
I'll bring you your Valentine's
Okay.
present.
You thought I forgot, didn't you? See there, don't doubt me. Don't doubt me. I would doubt me though, seriously. But I hope you enjoyed today's video, hanging out with us. We always appreciate your company. Hope you have the best day ever. Catch you on the next one. And as always, y'all be good.